Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to Accenture most asked interview questions and the questions you need to prepare for any Accenture interview preparation. So, we all know Accenture on campus is going on different colleges and off campus is also going for 2023 batch. So, we have seen all our Instagram handles and our social media, and we have a lot of interview experience shared by the students. So we have seen the some common pattern questions from the Accenture, so that if you prepare before going to the interview, these questions will help you a lot while you are answering with a confident, right? So definitely prepare these question answers before going to your interview, and you will definitely feel regret, and you will definitely feel confident about the concepts. So here is the first question. In any interview they will ask you about, after seeing your resume, first they will ask you about introduce yourself. So this is a common question. Always is the first question you need to prepare well before going to the interview, and you need to prepare accordingly that you have to mention or you have to highlight the points with which concept you are comfortable with. You will start with your basic introduction of your name and everything, and after that you will introduce your project, certifications, and the programming language you are comfortable with, and your internship. Everything you will mention, right? So you have to mention them very carefully. Why? Because based on your self introduction, the remaining interview will be based on it. So be careful with it. So the first question always you need to prepare self introduction or introduce yourself to me. This is the question they will ask, right? And the next question you need to focus on, and this is the question the Accenture is asking. According to the students' interview experience, we came to know that they are more talking about the project. And I have seen all the responses from the students so far, whoever completed in the off campus 2023 and on campus for 2024 batches, they are more focusing on to projects. Tell me about your project and what is your role in that project. Are you a team member or a team leader? And what is the role you perform in the project, and what are the algorithm you have used in your project, and what are the technologies you have used in your project, and how you manage your team if you are a team leader, or if you are a team member, how you help your team leader to build this project, and what is the future scope of your project. So if you mention any project in your resume, or if you introduce about your project in the self introduction, you need to have a clarity about your project. Unless if you don't have a clarity about your project, the interviewer feel like you just mentioned for the sake of resume building, but it's not really done by you, and whatever you are talking about, it's not really done by you. So you need to be very careful, and you need to be very confident while you are presenting your project, and your proper role, and the technologies used, and the algorithms used, and what is the future scope of it, and why you built this project, and why you choosing this project. So all these things you need to know around the project work. So be careful. Whatever the project you mentioned, you need to know it about it 100% sure. Then only you can convince your interviewer. So two questions completed, right? So these are the mandatory questions. Again, I'm saying it's not about all the question and answers of interview. It's all about the most asked interview questions in Accenture, and you need to take care of before attempting the Accenture examination. Next is nothing but the key learnings and the key skills you learn. So, what are the key learnings you did during this project, or what are the technologies you have adapted to you, irrespective of your academics? For example, you have created a project on AML. So, what are the technologies you came across, and how you learned, and how you have used those technologies in your project? And they will ask you elaborately in a discussion with, right? So, you have to know about key learnings and skills you have learned throughout your project, as well as what are the major technologies you have learned. Also, you need to take care. So, these are the most important keywords you need to remember. And after that they are focusing on more on internships and certifications. So after discussing about the projects, some people, around 50% people are came across either internship or certification. So after completion of projects, they are talking about these things. You will mention in your resume, right? So how your resume is created, mostly based on the resume, they will discuss with you. But regularly in technical or in technical interviews, mostly they will talk about the programming languages and some codes and some theoretical knowledge. But recently they changed the bit trend, so they're more talking into the application oriented projects, internships, certifications more, rather than the regular question and answers. They're asking regular question and answers also, like if you mention SQL, DBMS, these type of skills in your resume. They are talking about bit about them, but not majorly on depending on them. They're majorly focusing on these structure whatever I'm giving here. So they're focusing on projects. Next, they're focusing on internship and certification. So what are the internships you did, and on which technology you have learned, or on which platform you have worked about the internship, for example, and what are the certifications you did. Apart from the technical certifications, what are the soft skills certifications you have. So all they are asking, so certifications is not only for technical oriented, they are asking about the soft skills oriented certifications also. So you need to take care of the certifications more, on which technology you did your certification. You need to be a bit strong on them. Simply they will ask during the certification course what you learned, and what is the final output after learning this. So you have to tell in a convincing way that after you are doing this certification, these certifications or internships or help you a lot in your projects. This is how internally you have to connect them throughout your knowledge, how it helped in your real-time projects also. So this is how you need to take care of. So internships and certifications are very most important priority in your resume as well after the projects. And again they're asking about after getting into the projects, internship and certifications, and your what are the skills you have learned for all these three things: internship, certifications and projects. They're asking about last, what is the programming language you are more comfortable with. And if you said anything like Python, Java, C++, C, or whatever the programming language was there, and they will asking you to rate yourself, and how much you will rate yourself in this particular programming language you are confident with. So based on that, they will ask you the question. So it depends on how you are convince the interviewer based on your skills. So if you say around 8 to out of 10 or 9 out of 10, so based on that, they will ask you the questions and you need to give the proper answers for sure, right? And another question you need to take care of is nothing but after technical concept touch, they are talking about your personal experience in your life, like what is the proud moments you have and how you have achieved those proud moments and why you felt like it's a proud moment. So you have to explain a bit elaborative way within the given time. Like hardly the interview is going around 20 minutes to 30 minutes according to the all the interview experience shared by the students. So within this 20 to 30 minutes, they will ask you hardly 25 questions. So you need to complete those every answer within 1 minute. So do your research and complete your answer within the 1 minute. It's a best time to complete your answering. Don't prolong it like a huge way, or don't prolong it very short. So always give your answer from 40 seconds to 1 minute, like that. So it will be a good time frame to give your answer. And what is the proud moment and how you achieved it and everything you need to know. And what is the unsuccessful moment in your life, or in somewhere in your life where you found hard difficulties or circumstances, difficult circumstances in your life, and how you managed to overcome them, and what you learned from those bad moments or unsuccessful moments. Those type of some kind of personality development type of questions they're asking. So you need to prepare for them as well, right? And next one, they are more talking about the questions on resume. So again, I'm telling you, basic ATS friendly related resume you need to build, and the resume need to be very clean and very attractive in type of presentation. Don't make your resume more clustery, make it very simple and clear. Whenever the interviewer sees your resume, he need to catch all the required key points. For example, whenever interviewer look into your resume, if he want to look into the skills, immediately the skill section need to visible very clearly. So you have to create your template in a good manner, right? And most of the questions depends on the resume apart from all these things. So after project certification and everything, internships, it will be available there, but the interviewer directly asking without seeing the resume. So after completion of these all the question and answers, so they are looking into the resume, then they're asking about the technologies you have mentioned and the skills you have mentioned. So they're randomly asking the questions from them. So based on the resume mentions, they're asking around 20% of the questions, but remaining 60%, again I can easily say the previous slides we have, right? So above 50% to 60%, all the students have faced this question and answers. Again, I'm telling you, this is not about one student or two students. So far, we studied around 50 to 60 students' interview experiences in on campus as well as off campus. So, all of them having is common, mostly asked questions. So, all these are mandatory, you need to learn before going to your interview. So, these are around 50 to 60% occupies your interview time. So if you well prepare all these things, you can able to clear 70, 60% of your interview very smoothly. And after that, they will ask you about the your resume things. For example, if you mention any uh, languages like C, C++, Java, Python, they have asked the rating and everything, right? Now they will ask you a few questions depending on it. So tell me about file handling functions or strings in the Python, or how the polymorphism will work in Java. These type of all the technical related questions, they are asking around 20% from your resume. So your resume also need to be very clear so that they can watch your skills and what are the skills you have. For example, if you mention web development like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and you can, they'll ask you based on them also. So it's all depends on your resume. Person to person, these most questions on resume will change. So that's why I didn't give in any particular question. So it depends on your resume, whatever the skill set you have mentioned. And last but not least, again, I'm telling you some general HR questions they are asking at the end of the session for sure. Like remaining 20%, they're asking from these general HR questions like, do we have any questions for us? Or are you willing to relocate? Or are you willing to work in at any location we offer? And why you are would like to join the Accenture? Or why you are switching from non-IT to IT role? Or why you have chosen the software jobs only apart from your core jobs? Or do you have any questions for us? Are you able to work for night shift or not, shift rotation type? So all these general HR questions they will ask you about 20%. So again, I'm telling you, in Accenture we have seen every student are facing mostly two or max three, not even max three, maximum two questions they are asking in the HR. Depending on the situation, they are asking mostly, are you willing to relocate? Why you have chosen Accenture? Why you are choosing for going for IT? And do you have any questions for us? So these type of questions you need to prepare well so that you can able to impress the interviewer actually, right? So these last questions, whatever you are answering the last few questions, why you are like to join Accenture, and do you have any questions for us? These type of questions you need to impress the interviewer by by answering a good answer, or you have to tell them, or you can ask them a question in a good manner so that they can impress. So all the technical knowledge you are successful and you are unable to answer in an impressive way of HR questions, your total interview may went with the bad impression. So again, I'm telling you, whatever you did so far till seven questions or whatever generalized questions or technical questions, it will be good or bad. For example, if you answer around technical questions on everything, you answer around 70% with confident and 30% you did wrong. but still the last stage of the interview, last 2 3 questions will change your all interview presentation. So it is majorly advised to the all the students focus on last few questions like why do you want to switch to the IT roles and why Accenture, these type of questions. For example, do you have any question for us or anything you want to know from us like this? These questions are very sensitive questions. You need to answer them properly. So this is what we so far analyze around tons of interviews experiences. Around I have did a R&D on around 70 to 80 interview experience of the students of freshers. So this is I have concluded with. And the last but not least, I would like to tell you that how to prepare for the interview. So we know all the questions and every student will know all the questions. But in order to answer those questions, you need to have your fluency and some examples or some interview experiences, right? So how you can prepare interviews is nothing but learn from others' interviews experiences. So in order to do that, you can navigate to our Prepinsta Prime and you can able to see here. So I'm directly going through Accenture. See, for example, interview preparation. We have a separate course, and in this we have Accenture, which is a dedicated to the Accenture interview preparation only, and where you can see how to build your resume and how to improve your communication skills. Hardly it will take you half day to go through all the important key points. In that way, we have created the structure how the Accenture is going to test you guys. So you can see all the different Accenture technical interviews and interview experiences and HR questions they are going to ask and interview experiences by the different students, and you can navigate them and you can learn what are the different interview experience by the different students. So accordingly you can see Accenture selected candidates interview experience videos. You can go through these videos and you can know what are the key points you need to know and everything. And you have to know about what is your project. So based on that project, how you have to explain. You have to read from here. And projects in interview, how to handle that. And certifications, how they will ask you about the certifications and how to answer those questions. So all these are very important. And if you want to create your resume in an effective way, we have also given, see, all these sections. For example, what to include in your resume and how to create a good resume. We have an entire video also here, right? And we have given resume formats also for different needs. So whatever the format you like, you can choose that format and you can insert your data also. So those will be very ATS friendly and user friendly. Whenever the user will see or the interviewer will see, they will definitely get impressed by this resume formats, and these are the standard formats we can always use, right? So based on these three standard forms like chronological, functional, hybrid, we created these resume formats. So from here you can directly prepare for your Accenture exam, sorry, interview preparation, right? And if you want to know about more other courses, you guys already know about the Prepinsta Prime. We are like Netflix for the education, so you can learn everything under one subscription, that is Prepinsta Prime subscription, and you can learn data science, data analytics, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, every new popular skills. And if you want to mention your, for example, you mentioned some full stack development. So you can also mention full stack development after purchasing or preference time. You can learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or Null-Stack or React.js. Everything you can learn. Even you can insert the projects we built for you, and you can take this and you can mention in your resume as well. So if you want to crack the Accenture basic examination, always you need to go through the aptitude and other basic programming languages like C, C++, Java, Python, and all you can learn at one place. For example, if you are still going through Accenture written test, you can come here and you can reach to our company section and you can see here Accenture dashboard. So from this Accenture course, you can directly start your preparation. You don't have to see what is the syllabus and everything. Why? Because we already managed it. So all these things you need to know for preparation. So preparation is the major key you need to take care of. And last but not least, try to comment in this video and we'll pick the top 3 commenters and we will try to give the free access to our Prepinsta Prime. Yes, we are giving top 3 commenters of this video and we will pick randomly 3 lucky winners and we will try to give them access to the Prepinsta Prime. And as we know already, the placement season is going on, so a lot of companies are hiring on campus and off campuses. So you need to know about the hiring updates, right? So always follow our social media handle, that is Instagram, so that if you are a 2024 batch, follow 2024 Instagram page, and 2023 follow 2023 Instagram page. So we are posting hiring updates for the year specific in our different Instagram handles. And if you want to reach us more, to know more about Accenture patterns or any interview preparation or anything, you can reach us to our WhatsApp, Discord, LinkedIn, and Telegram. Our team is always here to help you guys with our level best. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, Prepinsta, and thank you so much. This is the end of the session. If you have any doubts, you can comment in the video. Thank you so much. Happy preparation from Prepinsta.